each one of us knows what we should be doing. And most people, if you're like most people, we all have this thing that we know we should be doing, but we're not doing this voice. Till one day I was like, that's it. I cannot ignore this voice anymore because the voice keeps getting louder and louder and louder. And the more we shove it down, the more louder it gets. Now, I got to this idea when I was talking to a friend of mine. It was about a course or some kind of training program that he was taking, or some kind of routine that he was doing. I can't remember what the detail was, but he said something to me that really stuck to me. And he said, I asked him, why do you do that? Or why do you want that change? And he said, because I will feel bitter when I'm alone at night. And said, I will feel bitter when I'm alone at night. And it really stuck to me. I was like, wow, what an amazing thing, because I thought, I'm the only one. Again, I found out that most of us, we have this thing that right before we go to sleep and right when we wake up, we have this inner voice. Some may call it the still small voice within, or our inner conscious voice. It always knows what we should be doing. It knows whether we're doing the right things or we are actually lying to ourselves and actually fooling ourselves. So in my example, I was, for many years, I was doing drugs, I was doing steroids, I was drinking, I was partying, and I remember most of the time I was unconscious, but right before I go to bed, even after a crazy party, long party, I knew that I'm doing something wrong with my life. I knew that I'm going the wrong path. Or when I would wake up in the morning, there was this insight, this inner knowingness, as David Hawkins would say, of that I'm doing something wrong. And I kept ignoring this voice, till one day I was like, that's it. I cannot ignore this voice anymore because the voice keeps getting louder and louder and louder. And the more we shove it down, the more louder it gets. Now, I don't know what it is about the morning and at night, but I think that's the only time that we're by ourselves and we're alone. We get to see ourselves in the mirror maybe before we go to bed, to see how our body is looking and how we're feeling. And we really get to really feel what it feels to be us without the distraction of the outside world. So I challenge you right now, I want you to pause for a second. Ask yourself, how do you feel most nights before you go to bed? When you're alone by yourself, how do you feel? What is the state of your mind? Are you feeling lonely? Are you feeling scared? Are you feeling angry? Are you feeling grateful? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling that you're working too much? Or are you feeling satisfied with your day? But I challenge you right now and ask yourself, because each one of us knows what we should be doing. And most people, if you're like most people, we all have this thing that we know we should be doing, but we're not doing. Unless you're very advanced and you're involved in some kind of program that's really constantly reminding you of what you should be doing, chances are, just like myself, many people, we don't do what we know we should do. And as a result of that, we have this inner dialogue that's going on at night and in the morning. So right now, think about it. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Maybe you can't remember right now. Maybe ask yourself this question. Find out, what is the question that you've been telling yourself that you know you should do, but you're just not doing it. Maybe it's something about exercising. Maybe something about your business. Maybe it's starting a new relationship or ending a relationship. Whatever that is, what is the voice telling you inside your head that you know you should do, but you're not doing? And the second part of this is the exercise that I like you to do. I'd like you to grab a piece of paper right now. If this is resonating with you, you have a small window which is called the window of awareness opening. And if you don't take action right now, the window is going to close and you're going to forget about it. This video is going to go away and you're not going to see me for a while. And it's gone. The opportunity is gone. So if you're really feeling it, grab the piece of paper right now. It's your life. It takes 5 minutes of your time. Just pause the video. I want you to grab a sheet of paper that's white like this. And I want you to write down, what do I want? What do I want? And once you check in with yourself, what does your inner voice is telling you, I'd like you to write down all the things that you want to achieve in the next 30 days. This could be about your fitness, could be about a business, wanting to have more clients, want to get more sales, want to do better at your job. Or it could be things like, I need to be able to wake up before the sun. I need to wake up early. I need to go to bed early. I need to stop drinking. I need to stop doing drugs. Whatever that your addiction or whatever that you have, the problem that you have, and you know what you have, because we all have problems. You're not the only one. But anyway, so I want you to write down, what do I want? And I want you to write down at least 10 items that you want for the next 30 days. Now, I want it to be an optimistic but also very realistic goal for you, that you know that you have 80% to 90% chance of achieving it if you really put your focus on it. So once you write this down, I'd like you to select only 2 items from the 10 that you know if you achieve these 2 items, it would have the most positive impact in your entire life. So you may write down, for example, you may write down, I want to lose 10 pounds, I want to have 3 more new customers, I want to go on more dates if you're single, or I want to deepen my love with my current relationship, or I want to, I don't know, I want to start writing a book, or I want to start a blog, or I want to start an online business, whatever that is. And look at it and say, which one of these, if I achieve, is going to give me the most fulfillment and joy in all areas of my life, and it's going to make all the other goals a lot easier for me to achieve. So once you do this, write it down, and actually once you wrote it down, I want you to email it to me and send it to me, or if this is a blog post, I want you to post it so I can see it. So this way I can actually help you and hold you accountable to make sure that you're actually taking action on these things. So when you wake up in the morning, the voice inside your head, instead of saying you should have been doing this but you're not doing it, instead of this, the voice is going to start saying positive things. The results are immediate. Even if after you pause this video, write this down, I want you to notice how you feel different about yourself. And the voice inside your head is going to be a positive voice. It's going to be of a lover, of a coach who's supporting you, and you're going to feel a lot better. So I hope you found this video useful, and I look forward to seeing your goals and what are the 2 items that you love to change in the next 30 days. And I look forward to seeing your goals, and hopefully I can support you with your goals also. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Talk to you soon.